Tell Me Lies is messy, toxic, addictive chaos across 2 seasons so far. Secrets, betrayals, hookups, breakups, and drama that never stops. Ready for the ride? Let's dive in. It's 2015. Lucy wakes up next to her boyfriend, Max. Her friend Bree warns her that Steven, Lucy's toxic ex from college, is also coming to the wedding. Flashbacks take us to freshman year of college. Lucy moves into her dorm and meets her roommate Macy. Next door, she meets Bree and Pippa. Then Wrigley storms in, loud, charming, and very much Steven's best friend. Lucy locks eyes with Steven across the courtyard. Wrigley invites the girls to a party. At the party, Diana warns Lucy to be careful around Wrigley. Steven shows up, tries asking Lucy out. She shuts him down. Then the gut punch. Macy dies in a drunk car crash. Steven comforts Lucy, but the episode ends with a twist. He heads back to his dorm where Diana is waiting. Turns out they were a thing. Drew was driving to grab more beer from a party the same night Macy died. On the road, Macy's car suddenly swerved into his lane. Macy slammed straight into a tree to avoid a crash. Drew didn't stop to check the car or call for help. Steven is still juggling Diana and Lucy. Diana keeps him at a distance, but he pulls out the charm again. Lucy gets jealous, seeing their dynamic spirals, and ends up at Steven's dorm where they reconnect. Drew is spiraling after Macy's death, shutting everyone out. Steven competes with Diana for a research assistant role, loses to her, then immediately hooks up with her again. Their situation officially crashes and burns when Diana ends it again. Lucy meets Max through his family's bar, later sleeps with him after saying she's single. On his laptop, Steven browses photos of girls he's been with. And then there's Macy. Pictures of her, intimate, personal, revealing a hidden bond between them. Steven tears up, confirming he was the secret Macy almost confessed. Bree poses nude in art class, and surprise, Evan shows up too. This kicks off an unexpected but natural connection between them. Steven, meanwhile, crosses a line in his interview, trying too hard to impress, and bombs it, losing the internship. It's Christmas break. Lucy sneaks out after spending the night at Max's. She meets her mom CJ to go home. Steven waits outside her dorm. They say goodbye, and even plan to meet after Christmas. Steven gets picked up by his sister, Sadie. At home, his mom, Nora, has a migraine, and the DeMarco house feels tense as hell. Family drama peaks when the kids walk into a Christmas lunch and find their dad with Abby, a pregnant girlfriend. Nora later burns her hand on purpose with hot milk to pull Steven back into caretaker mode. Lucy finally tells Max the truth about her dad. He died when she was 15. She also admits she dated Max to escape her mom, who was cheating with James. Meanwhile, Diana admits she slept with Wrigley during Welcome Week, which clearly annoys Steven. And finally, Lucy finds out the hidden twist. Steven and Macy were secretly seeing each other before her death. Lucy confronts Steven about Macy, and for the first time, he panics. He claims he was in the car that night, high and drunk, and ran because he was scared. Pippa drops another truth bomb. She saw Steven sneaking off with Diana. Evan drunkenly confesses feelings for Lucy, tries to push her away from Steven. She shuts him down. Meanwhile, Steven admits to Pippa that he lied about being in the car just to win Lucy back. The group is heading to Evan's Lakehouse for his birthday weekend. But Lucy is mentally stuck on Drew. She keeps pushing Steven to go to the police about the accident. During Canoe Olympics, a drinking game on water, Steven accidentally blames Pippa instead of Wrigley for exposing Drew, causing tension between the brothers. Next morning, Bree finds Evan asleep in the woods. They bond over being hurt by their friends, then hook up and sleep together. Pippa wakes up in Wrigley's bed, then meets her dad at lunch when Wrigley tags along. Back on campus, Pippa talks to Lucy's new roommate Charlie. Casual chats, movie nights, subtle flirting, energy brewing. Lucy and Steven are still in a cold war. Diana confronts Steven, tries to kiss him, but he stops her, claiming loyalty to Lucy. She storms off, furious. Lucy and Pippa clash when Pippa tells Lucy that Steven threatened her to stay silent. Lucy defends Steven anyway, convinced he's the victim. Lucy writes an anonymous note to the dean, pushing them to question Drew and Wrigley about the night Macy died. The dean's office shows up at Drew's door with a cop, making the situation feel real. Drew is barely holding it together. Lucy and Steven hook up, then in town bump into Max. Lucy later tells Max the truth about their open-ish situation, and he respects the honesty. Then comes the fallout. Drew gets wasted at a party, accuses Wrigley over the letter, and it turns explosive. Wrigley falls off a ledge, destroys his knee, ending his football season and possibly career. In the hospital, Wrigley blames Pippa, ends things with her, and the group fractures hard. Steven realizes Lucy might be struggling too. They share a tender moment, and boom, First, I love you between Lucy and Steven. It's day one at college, but this time through Macy's eyes. She's decorating her dorm when Steven appears. They hook up. Steven makes it crystal clear to Macy, casual only, no dating. That same night, Macy goes to an off-campus party alone. She calls Steven to come, hoping for something real, but he refuses to even walk into the party publicly. Instead, they leave together in her car, both super drunk. They swerve, crash, and he leaves the scene, terrified because he had drugs on him. He later puts Macy in the driver's seat to make it look like she caused the crash. Back in the present day, finals end, summer starts. Evan prepares to move out next semester. Bree and Evan look serious, and Steven and Lucy finally explode in a brutal fight. Diana tells Steven Lucy lacks ambition and is bad for his future. They walk out holding hands, leaving Lucy crying behind them. And then the ending twist lands like a punch. Steven's new fiancée in 2015. Lydia, Lucy's best friend. But before we continue the chaos, make sure to like and subscribe for more recaps like this. Season 2 opens at Bree and Evan's 2015 engagement party. Lucy is there, awkwardly watching Steven and his fiancée. Flashback to 2008, Lucy and Lydia spent summer together before returning to Baird for sophomore year. Lydia asks Lucy to look out for her brother Chris, who's starting at Baird. Leo enters the group, Steven's new competition. Steven tries talking to Lucy for the first time in months, smirking that she's just pretending to hate him. Lucy snaps back, calling out gaslighting, then storms into Steven's dorm later and breaks his iPhone, threatening to expose the Macy truth if he keeps manipulating the narrative. Lucy, Pippa, and Evan are celebrating Bree's birthday at a restaurant. The girls give Bree matching shirts. Evan drops a way bigger gift, diamond earrings. Evan finally tells Bree he cheated with a random girl, but he doesn't name Lucy. Bree storms out, furious at the gaslighting and the flashy gift manipulation. Meanwhile, Lucy and Leo go on a casual date. Funny, easy, first kiss energy. Lucy catches Pippa kissing Chris at a party. Diana suspects Chris crossed a line. She wakes up with zero memory of the hookup. Lucy asks if she was drugged. Pippa snaps back. Later, Bree tries flirting with Oliver, her professor, again, but he shuts it down with a boundary line as he is married to Marianne. Bree spirals and goes back to Evan again. In 2015, at the pre-wedding celebration for Bree and Evan, Lucy brings Max, trying to look totally unbothered by Steven. Wrigley avoids Pippa like it's his full-time job. Back to 2008 on campus. Bree and Professor Oliver share a secret kiss before he rushes to a meeting. He asks her to keep it quiet. At the cafeteria, Evan admits he and Bree broke up. Steven encourages him to clear his guilt if he wants a future with her. Leo tries to connect with Lucy, but she avoids the conversation. Lucy tells Diana the truth about Macy's accident and Steven's role. Diana calls her insane and drops Steven's class to avoid him. Lucy opens up to Leo about Steven and asks him to treat her right. Bree later hooks up with Oliver. Steven, Wrigley, and Evan almost crash the car. Evan swerves just in time, and Steven freaks out. That night, Lucy is with Leo, and Bree stays with Oliver in secret. The next morning, Pippa lies to her dad about still being with Wrigley. Bree sees Marianne kiss Oliver and realizes she misjudged their connection. Evan complains Bree is ignoring him over one mistake. Wrigley tries talking to Pippa about getting back together. Steven and Diana take the LSAT. He has a panic episode and Diana takes him to the ER. The doctor notes a fractured rib from steering wheel impact, making Diana suspicious. Diana later finds revealing photos of Steven with Macy, realizes Lucy was telling the truth about the accident, deletes them, and acts normal. Lucy and Leo are opening up, rebuilding trust, and sharing a real first moment together. It's 2015, Halloween. At the library, Pippa thanks Diana for stepping in to stop the bullying, and she starts feeling attracted to her. Flashback to 2008, Bree reveals she's traveling with Oliver and asks Lucy to keep it private. Steven checks his LSAT results. He's happy. Oliver learns Lucy knows about them and warns Bree to stay quiet. Meanwhile, Lydia defends Pippa after past tension, and Pippa later reconnects with Wrigley as friends. Rumors surface about Chris, leading to arguments between Lucy and Lydia. Oliver drives Bree back after their trip. Lucy and Leo grow closer, rebuilding trust. In 2015, at Bree and Evan's rehearsal dinner, Bree secretly calls someone, then tells Evan she was just having a cigarette. Diana and Pippa reveal they're together, shocking the group. Flashback 2008, Lucy and Leo are together. Meanwhile, Evan tries reconnecting with Bree at the cafeteria and assumes she's forgiven him. He plans a Friendsgiving party and asks Wrigley to invite the group. Lucy spirals quietly after Steven unexpectedly arrives. Wrigley invited him and Diana. Steven keeps poking at Lucy, mentioning Becca and Leo's past. Tension peaks, so Wrigley starts a shot and slap party game to lighten the mood. Leo storms out. Lucy chases him and crosses a line, questioning his trust. Leo then reveals his dad's abuse and how he's trying not to repeat it. Feeling deeply hurt, he ends it and tells Lucy to work on her own issues too. Bree later tells Evan privately she's seeing someone older and serious. Evan reacts badly. In the dorm, Lucy tells the girls Leo won't forgive easily. Bree admits she fears seeing Oliver at Marianne's Christmas party. Bree meets Oliver secretly in his office. He gives her a camera and invites her to Christmas. At the Christmas party, Evan and Steven investigate who Bree is seeing. Lucy meets Katie, who accused Chris of drugging and assaulting her, and tension rises when others doubt her. Molly launches a student council investigation about Chris. Steven tells Lucy he still loves her as she closes the door, leaving them alone together. In 2015, Steven watches Lucy and Max in the pool, but that moment also closes a chapter. Max ends things with Lucy because she is only thinking about Steven. 2008 flashback, Lucy goes to Leo admitting she messed up at Friendsgiving and begs for another chance. Lucy avoids Steven at a party, but he shows up and tells Leo they were together earlier. Leo explodes and fights Steven. Bree briefly reconnects with Oliver, but Marianne arrives. Oliver admits the marriage is open, and she already knew. Drew suddenly dies after choking in his sleep. Evan admits his one-night situation was with Lucy. Steven records the confession and keeps it as leverage. Back in 2015, Bree prepares for the wedding. Steven sends her the recording of Evan confessing to cheating with Lucy. Lucy then asks Bree if she's ready to walk down the aisle, both unaware of the final betrayal. So yeah, that's the madness. But honestly, is this a love story, or are we all just staring at the world's slowest train wreck?